Several of President-elect Trump's cabinet nominees will sit for confirmation hearings today in the Senate, and the Biden administration has announced it is removing Cuba from a list of state sponsors of terrorism. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Several of President-elect Trump's cabinet nominees are having Senate confirmation hearings today. NPR's Susan Davis says some of the nominees are expected to receive quick confirmation votes.
At the top of that list, I would probably put Florida Senator Marco Rubio. He's Trump's nominee for Secretary of State. He's well-known, he's vetted, he's well-liked, he's poised to be confirmed on day one. You already have top Democrats like Dick Durbin, the number 2 Senate Democrat, saying they'll support his nomination. Expect a big bipartisan vote for him. I'd also put former Congressman Sean Duffy in that group. He's Trump's nominee for Transportation Secretary. He also seems to be on a glide path to confirmation.
NPR's Susan Davis reporting. Other nominees include former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi to be U.S. Attorney General and former Director of the Office of Management and Budget, Russell Vought, to return to that position. The Cuban government says it will gradually release hundreds of prisoners following talks with the Vatican. NPR's Michelle Kellerman reports the Biden administration seems to have helped pave the way for the deal by announcing last-minute changes to U.S. sanctions policy.
President Biden has informed Congress that he's taking Cuba off the list of state sponsors of terrorism and rescinding Trump-era sanctions.
Better late than never.
That's Congressman Gregory Meeks, the ranking Democrat on the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
I'm thankful to President Biden for doing it. Whether it's at the end or the beginning, the main thing is to have it done. So it's a big deal.
He's worried the incoming Trump administration could reverse this, but Biden administration officials say they've been talking to the transition team about the moves, which they say were meant to help the Vatican negotiate the release of political prisoners in Cuba. Michelle Kellerman, NPR News, the State Department.
Weather forecasters have again issued warnings for extremely dangerous winds in the Los Angeles area. 2 major wildfires are still burning widely, and they are only partially contained. Authorities say at least 25 people have now died because of the LA firestorm. More than 12,000 structures have been damaged or lost in the blazes. Many of the structures destroyed in the LA fires are homes. One local artist is offering victims a free drawing of their house as a keepsake. From member station KCRW, Megan Jamerson has more.
Asher Bingham was at a loss for words when she learned the fires destroyed the homes of several friends. So the illustrator began creating line drawings of each house as a gift. Word spread on social media, and soon she had nearly 1,000 requests from strangers. She got to work.
If I can just create them a memory, maybe it's something slightly nice in this really horrific time.
She now has the help of 4 other artists who are using photos and Google Earth to complete the drawings. Some families told Bingham they lost everything, so this drawing will be the only keepsake they have. For NPR News, I'm Megan Jamerson in Los Angeles.
16 years ago today, a U.S. Airways passenger plane crash-landed belly first on the water in New York's Hudson River. A flock of geese had flown into the plane, damaging its engines. Captain Sully Sullenberger guided the plane into the water, avoiding land and buildings, and saved everyone aboard. The shock landing was later dubbed the Miracle on the Hudson. I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News in Washington.